Okay, we are solving two-step equations. Again, remember your first step is to undo addition or subtraction and then multiplication and division. So the equation I'm looking at is 13 equals 5 minus 4s. But remember, we treat the subtraction sign like a negative. So I'm going to go ahead and box my variable, the number, and the sign in front of it. That way I know what I'm working with and what side I'm working on. So I'm working on the right side. Now, the same thing as a positive 5, to write that would be to add a plus sign, which makes that look like I'm adding 5. So the opposite of adding 5 would be subtract 5, which is 0. So those cancel. This equal sign tells me that whatever I did over here, I have to do the same to the other side. So if I subtracted 5, then the same thing would be to subtract 5 from 13. And 13 minus 5 is 8. So I have 8 equals, bring down what's in my box, negative 4s. Now, there is no more addition or subtraction, so I'm done there. And I'm left with multiplication and division. So I've got 8 equals a negative 4 times s. So to undo multiplying by 4, I would have to divide, and make sure you remember to include this negative. You are dividing by negative 4. Those cancel. I have to do the same to the other side. So that is 8 divided by negative 4, which is negative 2. So negative 2 equals s. Sorry, I typed that one in wrong. Okay. This one is negative 8 equals v divided by 2 minus 10. So I'm going to box in my variable and my number, which means I'm working on this side. So I have my addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if I'm subtracting 10, then the opposite would be to add 10, which we know opposites make 0. Because I added 10 over here, I have to do the same to this side, which is add 10. And a negative 8 plus 10 is a positive 2. So 2 equals, bring down what's in your box. So v divided by 2. There is no more addition or subtraction, so I'm done. So if I'm dividing by 2, the opposite would be to multiply by 2. Those cancel. Do the same to the other side. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4. So it should, 4v should equal 4. Okay. So I have 1 equals negative I divided by 3 plus 5. And remember, if there's a negative out here, I want you to move it to the bottom. So we're going to rewrite this as 1 equals I divided by negative 3. That's a negative. plus 5. I'm going to box my variable and my number. And I've got my addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So step 1, get rid of the... I'm going to undo my addition. So I'm adding 5, so the opposite would be to subtract 5. Opposites make 0, so those cancel. I have to do the same to the other side. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Bring down what's in my box, and that is I divided by negative 3. And I'm dividing by negative 3, so the opposite would be to multiply by negative 3. So negative 3 times negative 4 would be a positive 12. Okay, last one. 2 equals negative 3 plus p divided by 3. So I'm going to box in my variable and my number. Now, we talked about this yesterday. This negative in front of this 3 acts as a subtraction sign. So because it acts like a subtraction sign, I'm going to do the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So I'm going to add 3. Opposites make 0. So I'm going to add 3 to this side as well, because the equal sign tells me I have to do the same thing. And I get 5 equals, bring down what's in my box, p divided by 3. I'm dividing by 3, so the opposite would be to multiply by 3. Those cancel, and 3 times 5 is 15.